What happens when the person leading you doesn't know what they're doing? When every instruction feels wrong, yet you can't say a word. Welcome to How to Survive and Quietly Win Under Idiot Leadership, a story based on the wisdom of Niccolò Machiavelli, the master of strategy and survival. Today, you'll meet Armon, a young professional trapped under a clueless manager, and discover how he uses Machiavellian strategy not only to survive, but to rise. Armon works at a large corporate office full of ambition, ideas, and noise. But there's a problem. His new manager, Mr. Rafiq, thinks he's the smartest man alive. Listen, everyone. I don't believe in planning. We'll improvise. Follow my gut. And that gut had no sense of direction. Projects failed, deadlines were missed, and who got the blame? The team. Especially Armon. When Armon remembered a quote from Machiavelli, the prince, the wise man does at once what the fool does finally. Armon decided that instead of reacting, he would plan silently. So Armon began to observe quietly. He noted how Rafiq reacted to criticism. He hated it. He noted how Rafiq loved attention. He craved praise. He realized to survive, he had to make the boss feel powerful while secretly guiding him. Armon started using Machiavelli's law of ego management. Never outshine the master. He made Rafiq believe his ideas were winning while subtly steering projects in the right direction. One day, the company faced a crisis. A major client threatened to leave after a failed presentation. Everyone panicked. Rafiq barked orders. We'll redo everything overnight. The team looked exhausted. But Armon calmly said, "Sir, that's a brilliant idea. May I suggest structuring the pitch around your key points?" Rafiq smiled, flattered. "Go ahead." Behind the scenes, Armon rebuilt the presentation from scratch based on logic and research. The next day, Rafiq presented it, and the client was impressed. Who got the credit? Rafiq. But who got noticed silently by the high-rubes Armon? Armon started applying Machiavelli's 7 subtle rules for surviving poor leadership. 1. Stay calm when chaos hits, because panic exposes you. 2. Feed your leader's ego, control it, don't challenge it. 3. Document everything, because facts are your shield. 4. Find allies quietly, as loyalty builds networks. 5. Hide your capability behind humility. 6. Wait for the right moment. And 7. Strike silently through results. Each rule helped Armon grow stronger, not by fighting Rafiq, but by mastering himself. Months passed. The company announced a leadership evaluation. Rafiq, overconfident, presented false reports. But Armon's documentation revealed the real progress and who made it possible. The director called Armon privately. "We've been watching. You've handled things with grace and results. We'd like you to lead the next project." Rafiq was speechless. That day, Armon learned Machiavelli's golden rule: he who conquers himself conquers all. Armon didn't gloat. He simply smiled, thanked his boss, and continued working. He had achieved something far greater than revenge, respect and power through patience. He understood that leadership isn't about titles, it's about control over emotions, timing, and perception. So, what can we learn from Armin's journey? In every workplace, you'll meet people who lead poorly, act irrationally, or take credit for your work. But remember Machiavelli's insight: never complain about your circumstances. Adapt them to your advantage. Here's your checklist to quietly win. Don't fight stupidity. Redirect it. Don't seek attention. Let your results speak. And don't lose patience. Your silence is your sword. Because one day, when the storm clears, you'll still be standing strong. Machiavelli once said, "The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must be both. Be smart like the fox, be brave like the lion, and most importantly, survive quietly until the right moment to roar." If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to The Fact Point for more powerful lessons from history's greatest minds. Stay wise, stay strategic, stay unshaken.